So welcome to Dinkins Counseling Solutions. Today I'm going to show you a video of my client. She is 21 years old. She stays with her mother. Her siblings have moved out, and it's her mother and her dog. And she's basically like a caretaker for her mom at the moment. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope I did it right. And see you later. So hi, welcome back.
How you doing? I'm good.
Nice seeing you. So I'm so happy you on time. You know, it took some time to get here, probably a little traffic, you know. I just want to let you know in this counseling session, everything you say is confidential, besides if you say you're going to harm yourself or someone else, okay? So let's just talk about what happened last week. We talked about your feelings with battling school and work, being a young college student, how that may be challenging. So is there anything else you would like to discuss, like that's new, that's going on?
I don't think I really have anything new. Other than I don't know. I don't think I have anything new. I think it's
Nothing
just,
new?
No. Well, okay. I'll say this. I am thinking about moving out actually.
Moving out?
Mm-hmm.
So where do you stay now?
Well, we stay in Middleburg in
Mhm.
a house, but she wants to downsize
Mm-hmm.
to a townhome. And well, I was thinking about when I finish school moving out, not like right now because I don't really have the funds right now,
Mm-hmm.
but more so moving out when I start my career as a teacher.
Well, I understand that you're ready to start your career as a teacher. So what are some things that you're doing to gear towards it?
So first I got another job working aftercare so that I can build my savings up to have that emergency funds or to start saving up for when I move out. And then I'm also, I've been looking for little places because I've said that when I do want to move out, I don't want to move into like an apartment. Like I want to move to like a house, like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom house.
So what you're saying is you're moving out from your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that could be exciting. You ready for it?
No.
You are? What makes you not ready for it? You seem like you have it all together. I mean, I feel like you're very organized. Why don't you feel like you're ready?
Because I guess because I've lived with my mom my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's just, and it's not even like worried necessarily about myself. It's more so worried about her, how she would do, how she would be. Like we have a dog, worried about him. And I guess my worry is just that when I move out, she'll be like, I know she'll be okay, but in my mind, it's just like, I help take care of her. Like I cook, I clean the house, and I just don't want, her to not have that, support anymore.
I can understand.
Yeah, and it's like I know she's independent, she can do it by herself, but I still, as her child, and that's the one who still lives at home and helps her with a lot, I still worry about her, because like my brothers, they're gone, they're out of the house, they have their own lives, they live separately from us. But like me and my mom, like when we're not at work, we're at home together, we're at church together, we're in the car together, If I do go somewhere, I'm always texting her, hey, you good? Like, so I guess it's just that worry that when I leave, that she won't have that anymore, I guess.
I can understand that could be very challenging for you because it sounds like you and your mom is like two peas in a pod. It's always you and your mom,
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to know what do you think, your mom would think about you?
I mean, she says like a lot of times I'll ask her what if I move out. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that she'll just be like, I won't think that she'll worry about me, but I think that she'll still be like that mother that's just like, hey, are you okay? Hey, cause she's very caring, but
Mm-hmm.
still at the same time, I think that she'll still have that worry about me, but I think she'll know that I'm fine.
So what do you think it'll look like with you being away and, you having so much time because you did say that you clean up, you cook, you do a lot. So, what do you think it'll look like with being that you're having your own space? I heard you mention a dog.
So I'm going to get my own dog because it's more her dog because she says it's her dog because she bought it, but I think that like I'll get him on some days. I have my own dog. I'll cook, I'll have my little space. Maybe it'll free up some time to do other things that I have yet to figure out what that is. But definitely, I guess it'll just be like more, I don't know, like having that, independent space to myself, just, chilling, have more, like a lot of times I'll play music throughout the house, music, cooking, probably have some, I have my own little book collection library thing, maybe have that for myself. So just, yeah, I mean, I feel like more so pretty much the things that I still do now, but in my own way by myself.
Yeah, I heard you mention earlier that you said you started a new job. So you're gonna be working a new job. You said you are a full-time student?
More like half time.
Okay, so you're doing part-time,
Part-time.
then you're making some big moves. This has to be the most exciting time for you,
I would say, yeah, just, I guess it's more so the aspect of finding myself and finding, I guess the things that I liked. Cause I feel like I already have like that, a sense of identity, but I feel like it's more so discovering that deeper in a sense.
I really just enjoy your ability to have compassion for your mom, and at the same time, you're just thinking about what you want to do for yourself. And the key word you said was independence. So based on, our sessions and everything, what's some goals? Let's set some goals. Let's determine, what needs to be done for you to have your sense of ability. Like once you said finding your own home, 1 bedroom. So what else would be another goal of you finding your sense of ability?
I would say maybe like having some days where I would definitely say having some days where I go out, cause a lot of times, like I was talking to my friend the other day, my friend Melo, and he was like, oh, like you never go out, we always schedule something, but you never actually come, and it'll be because like sometimes I'll schedule it, but then like something will come up, like we were supposed to go get lunch one day, but then my niece's birthday was that day, and we ended up doing something for her that day. Then so I would say definitely taking some days where instead of me going straight home and just cooking, chilling out, doing things that I would usually do, maybe taking some days where I go out instead of staying home, maybe going out with some friends or something, maybe going out doing things, because a lot of times I hang out by myself. And I guess that's not an issue for me, but maybe taking some days where I go hang out with other people, or maybe go see some friends or something like that. And another thing I would say is, like a big thing for me is my sense of style. Like some days I'll dress, chill. Some days I'll come more professional. So I would definitely say exploring my fashion sense too. So maybe going out to different stores, so stores that I may not pick all the time. And a big challenge for me is I have like whenever I go like somewhere that I've never usually been before, I feel like everyone's looking at me. I'm just like, oh my god, like I literally like there's this coffee shop like downtown I've always seen but never actually went to. So I like went in there for the first time, and it was like it was like really fun because it's just like here I am, like I was on the phone with my friend when I did it, but still it was just like it was my first time exploring a new place. So definitely like taking some time to go to different restaurants, different things, like different places to go, like stuff like that.
So that I think that's wonderful because you're taking some time to focus on you, to see what you like and what you like to do. I heard you mention your style, which I think is great. I love your hair; it looks nice, and so I can see your sense of style. And I do believe that you building your own foundation, having your own home, will give you some sense of self identity, which is what you mentioned, and then being able to just being able to adapt to different environments. Like just going to a coffee shop for you made you feel great, because it was just a different environment. So you're ready for change. So one of our goals would be, you mentioned, focusing on your self-identity, okay, and then building a social life, because you said that you don't go out much. You normally go home, because you also enjoy being home and providing a sense of comfortability for your mom. But you just at your point where you're ready to transition, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one of our goals are going to be to pick one activity to do for ourselves every week leading up to it. And then you also mentioned that you're working on saving. So what's your plan for?
So I guess I've done some research online, and
Mhm.
I found this 50-30-20 plan. So 50% of what you make goes towards bills and necessities. 30% goes towards personal, so things that you want to do, things that you want to, buy, and then 20% goes to savings. So I calculated it out, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that plan, because then, it's not like I have this deadline to save. It's just, okay, 20% of your check goes to savings, 20%, and it's not like I don't have any money for myself, because that 30% covers it. So and then when I have maybe if I have a bonus or something, maybe put that more towards savings and anything else, because I don't really buy that much.
So when you mentioned your job, what job did you say you were doing? What were you doing?
Aftercare.
Oh, you did mention aftercare. Okay, so you like working with children and doing that. I think it's great. So our first goal, we're working on self-identity. You mentioned style. We're going to just do different things. We're coming to ourselves. Our next goal, we're working on being financially stable, because that's going to ultimately help you get to your point of having your own home. Because if you know how to manage your money now and you're saving it, then you can do it for when you go to your own home.
Yeah.
And our last goal would be building a social life. Okay, so like I said, I like the idea of, you said 50-30-20. So that goal we can touch on, like every week when we meet, I'll ask you, how much did you save? How did it go? And then for your social life, the one exciting thing you could do, it don't have to be every week if you don't want to do it. One day out the week, you could, like you said, you like to write and you like to do certain things. So one thing out the week, you could shut everything down, don't even do any homework, and say, I'm going to write a poem, or I'm going to write a story, or I'm going to listen to music that I like. You know what I'm saying? That's building one step to a social life. And then the next week, you could pick one new place you want to go to. And I heard you when you say you're on the phone with your friend. So being on the phone with your friend, it helps you have a sense of awareness, because you feel like everyone's looking at you. Why do you feel like everyone's looking at you? Is it because you don't get out much, or?
I feel so awkward, because I feel like, and a lot of times people tell you when you do it, nobody's watching. And I'm like, okay, I understand that, but in my head, I'm like, I feel like if I make a misstep, they're gonna be like, oh my God, look at that girl. And I don't know, I just feel it's awkward, I guess. But I guess when I'm on the phone with somebody, it takes my attention away from everybody else in the room. So it puts me in a little comfortable place, so that they can hear me order, I guess, or people at the coffee shop, she heard me order. I talked to people. It was just that easy. So then I guess it's easy to distract myself, because then it's just me, the cashier, the person on the phone, and it just feels safer than when I'm just by myself. Because then it's when I'm by myself, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words. I feel like I'm not really, in the zone. So
I heard you kept mentioning awkward. I just want you to know you're not awkward. You're beautiful.
I feel
you have
awkward
so much. You're not
half the
awkward.
time.
You're intelligent. You're not awkward. And what's crazy is, to me, I'm just thinking you build safe zones when you go out. You're out in public, but you still build a safe zone, which is what most people do. No one wants to go anywhere by themselves. But as we're working on your goals, you're going to get to a point of a sense of identity where you can walk into the room and you can own the room. That's what we're looking for. We can own the room, and it's going to be you, the cashier, and everybody else that you feel looking at you, because you're going to say, I'm here, and I'm supposed to be here. Okay. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I want you to write down your savings. I want you to write down what you're doing, how you're doing it. I want to see your poem, your writing. I want to know what's the playlist that you're making.
Okay.
Because we're working on motivation, we're working on being confident, and we're working on the change, the split change with your mom. Okay, and next time we'll go into depth with that more about just how you feel. So next time we're gonna go into depth about, how you feeling, how your week is going, how did you save, how did you plan, what did you write, okay? And then I just hope that you have a awesome week and the rest of the day. You have any questions for me?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay.